Volume 20 of Danmachi has been released, and with it, we already have plenty of spoilers and previews, my friends. Alongside its release, we also received news about the final arc of Danmachi and the end of the story, sadly, including shocking revelations of Loki Familia trying to venture where only Zeus and Hera Familia had gone before, but ultimately been annihilated in the dungeon. Additionally, we see Ais further revealing her feelings for Bell, being on the Underworld. We finally caught a glimpse of the one-eyed dragon and its current location, with Leon sharing crucial information with Bell. It seems that Leon will play a role of the mentor who shapes Bell into his final form as a hero. The initial spoilers of Volume 20 bring a lot of insane developments, but this is only the beginning. As more details are revealed, I will be back with new videos to keep you updated, so join the great community by subscribing to the channel to support my work and get the best of the otaku world. It is also worth noting that Volume 20 is a continuation of Volume 19, so if you haven't read it, some parts of this video might be hard to understand. Now, the prologue of Volume 20 begins with a flashback, possibly from Leon. In this flashback, they witness a grey-haired witch defeating a might sea monster, which is more likely Leviathan, during the era when the Great Familias were defeating the ancient monsters. The witch casts the powerful Genus Angelus spell, confirming that the witch is none other than Althea, and the sight inspires the person who are watching this to think the world needs more heroes. Returning to the present, Leon and Baldur receive information from the Great Barrier that a roar echoed through the valley. Something enormous has escaped, but is currently trapped within a barrier created by the school district, but it seems it will be released in 12 days. And then, looking toward the mountains, Leon declares that he will head there with the person he once promised to go on an adventure with, that is, Bell. And so the chapter 1 begins with Nina starting her internship at the Hessia family's home, where she will live with them during the same period, and Aina is also at house due to procedural matters and because Nina is her sister. Nina is now calling Bell senpai and knows that Aina likes him, so she declares her own sister as a rival for the boy. And yes, Nina also likes Bell, of course. And note that we have set these previews, let's go with the confirmed spoilers for Volume 20. Our boy Bell has received a new alias, Regulus Arne, meaning King of the Hearts, after Super Rookie and Wrapped Food, and this is possibly his penultimate alias before the end of the series, since, as we already know, in the end he will likely receive something related to being a hero. Here we discover that Ais doesn't like Leon, the Knight of Knights, and this is because Finn, Riveria and Gareth, who met him during his youth, told her that back then he was a delinquent just like Beth, so Leon's image isn't exactly stellar for our Sword Princess. And Ais revealed to Bell that she was very worried about Lefia's condition, which is why she didn't went to see him before, but now that Lefia has recovered from her illness, Ais has more free time to spend with Bell again. After all, she enjoys being with him. And if you don't know much about Lefia, she is one of the main characters in Loki Familia and Sword Oratoria, and it is someone who will be very important to the future of this series. In this volume we will have Horario Paiad, which is a battle between the representatives of the school district and Horario. The first match is a magic duel between a teacher who is a level 5 and an adventurer who is also a level 5 from Horario. And the adventurer in question is the second best female mage in Horario, and in this battle the district schools win. The second match is a capture the flag game between several level 3s and below, and again the school district wins. The third battle is a 2v2 fight where Horario's representatives were Shakti and Yuta, and Horario finally won something. The fourth match was a water battle where we know that Ryu, Asfi and Aisha participated together and Horario won again. And the final battle was Bell against Leon. Yes, our boy is facing the wall that is Leon. This match was broadcast via Divine Mirrors for everyone to watch, as they were far from Horario at the moment, taking place in a place called Dragon Valley with Nina. Here the two of them have a brief fight, with Leon dominating Bell for a while, until they team up to defeat a minion of the one-eyed black dragon, using that as an excuse to end the final match in a draw between them. And because it was a draw, Orario's request for Urshalcon from the academy was denied, delaying the project that Ryman from the guild wanted to carry out. And all of this involving Orario Payad happened while the Lock Familia was inside the dungeon, while it is to mention that Otar and Hogni are not commenting on the fight, while Alan, Hayden and Gulliver are present. In this volume, Ais and Bell finally have moments together, where Ais finally starts to show signs of her inner yandere. We all knew that this side of her existed, but she had never demonstrated before. She comments that she can see other people in Bell's fighting style, asking if he learned to fight from other teachers besides her, and Bell answers honestly, saying it was from Ryu and Hayden, and Ais listens to him, with her face turning super pale. At this point, she asks if Bell has finished using her, calling him a delinquent and thinking he was only using her to get what he wanted. But Bell responds that he's not like Beth or Alan, not being a delinquent like them. However, Ais no longer wants to hear him, saying that he needs to be punished, and then ending the conversation with "I am your teacher." She then gives Bell a massive beating, the biggest beating of his life, and he faints of course. Afterwards, she gives him a lap pillow while he sleeps, and when he wakes up, the two resume training, he faints again and the cycle repeats, with their training sessions restarting. And Ais continues to get jealous of Bell during the fights, cause occasionally Bell thinks about his training with Ryu and Hayden when planning his attacks, and Ais can tell that he's thinking about other people while they train, and of course this triggers her instincts to knock this boy out immediately. Now apparently, Bell's current stats is unknown. We have status charts at the beginning of the volume showing his updates after training with Ais in chapter 2, but after that, during his fight with Leon and the minion of the one-eyed black dragons, Bell has not yet been updated, so it is very possible that Bell is already or is about to reach level 6, my friend. And I'm not joking, this is indeed possible, and if it's true, it's going to be insane. Also, Bell and Ais, it seems, are equal in Hobbs status now, as he has accumulated SSS stats since level 1, he have a solid base, so even though she is a level higher, his strength already compensates for that difference. As we already knew, Bell practically has a level higher in strength than his current level, due of course to his accumulated stats. However, Ais can still defeat him easily, due to her advantage of being so much experienced. Her techniques are just better than his. But right now, we know that Bell's raw strength are higher than Ais, at least when she's not using Ariel, because there was a moment when the two of them kicked each other, and the result of that clash was Ais losing her balance and being pushed backwards. It was the same kick the same way at the same time, and Ais were pushed back. So Ais is superior to Bell most of the time, especially in experience and technique, but Bell's half strength surpassed Ais at this moment, and that is why she used to use Ariel during this training. At the end of the volume, an injured black hair man, who is probably Raul from the Lock Familia, returns with other Familia members who are also wounded, some even missing limbs. They are begging for help to save their friends, who are trapped in the 60th floor, and here the narrator declares that the Lock Familia has been destroyed. Yes, it seems that it is over for the Lock Familia, and this raised a very interesting flag for me. After all, we know that they are there because of the Garden of Ice, and we know that that garden is very dangerous, but how much dangerous it is to defeat the Lock Familia. After all, Finn is very smart and he never put down his guard. Was it that the Lock Familia lacked strength, or did an irregular appear? We also gained more information after Bell defeated the monster that escaped the valley. It was called the Venom Sky Centipede Dragon, and Leon tells Bell that the Zios and Hera familias discovered this monster originated on the 67th floor, and this shows us that there is much more below where the Lock Familia disappeared. They were only at the entrance of what the older familias explored. Leon here explains that the one-eyed black dragon can command the other dragon-type monsters, and during the ancient battle against Albert, it ordered the dragons to gather. Here, Bell and Leon travel through the valley and see a massive seal made of wind, which is where the one-eyed black dragon and the other dragons that joined it to fight Albert are sealed. Yes, my friends, for the first time we see the prison and the seal that Arya created to trap the dragon, explaining why he hasn't yet destroyed the world. It is not that the dragon can destroy the world, he is imprisoned inside the seal. Leon tells Bell how the Great Spirit of Wind sacrificed itself to create the seal during Albert's battle against the Black Dragon. This shows us that the story we know has more hidden truths, as the legends didn't mention the spirit sacrificing itself for this purpose. Instead, they said the dragon had taken it away. So it appears that Arya is dead, sacrificing herself to seal the dragon. And now the most important part, in the epilogue, Motomeru confirmed to us that the next volume will be the first volume of Danmachi'S final arc. Yes, my friends, the final arc is coming, and with it the conclusion of our beloved series. This volume is bringing us some insane revelations, and I can't wait for it to be fully released so I can read and bring more videos detailing everything. But for today, that is it, and I hope you enjoy it. And if you want more Danmachi, you will find what you are looking for in this video. But before you go, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment anything to prove you watched it until here.